Kenny, Nick was such a presence in the Bahamas, just a revelation. Less so, I think, we all think, in the season. What do you think's going on?
If we could figure that out. First of all, I think Nick showed what he's capable of in the Bahamas. Same player, different mindset. And so what we have to do is, what Nick has to do is figure it out in his mind. We haven't given up on Nick, but we're not going to hand it to him. One of the things Cal has done with all these kids is he's put it on them to figure it out. We've tried multiple things, starting him, hoping that turns a light on. But at the end of the day, Nick has to take ownership in how he plays, how he approaches the game. You know, I had a conversation with him a couple days ago, and I said, look, can you shoot the ball? Yes. Can you shoot right hand, left hand jump hooks? Yes. Can you drop step? Can you block shots? Can you sprint the floor? Are you in shape? I've done my part. The rest is on you. And that's just what it is. He will figure it out. And when he does, we're going to be a much better team because of him. We're just not going to hand it to him.
What is that balance between trying to do everything for him and get to that point and saying, now it's on you?
I think Coach Cal has reached that point. And the balance it's a thin line. A lot of people look at, and I'll say this a different way of saying it, it's hard for people to evaluate non-confident athletes. It's easy for an evaluation to say, well, he doesn't quite have it. Oh, he has it. You just haven't seen him at his best. And how he feels is a part of who he is as a player. So, you know, Nick is going to be fine. I'm not worried about him. He just has to digest it, grow up, fight for it. It's just not going to be handed to him. He started just about every game last year. Coach is saying it's time for you to be a man. Man up.
On kind of the other end of the spectrum, EJ is a guy who appears to be earning more and more minutes. Just how close is he to his full potential, or is there still kind of light years?
I would say with EJ Montgomery, it's light years. He's very talented. To me, just personally working with him and being around him and talking to him every day, a lot of this is just his maturation and strength. Never had to go this hard. The pace of the game is different than high school. It's faster. We talk a lot about being versatile players. Well, at times that means we're switching and you got to go to point guard. But at the end of the day, EJ Montgomery has shown I have a bunch of talent. I'm willing to work. I'm willing to grow. And the test for him is not today or tomorrow. We need to see EJ Montgomery in the end of February, March, and he go on a stretch and he puts us on his back some. That's just the reality of it. That's our goal. That was our goal when we recruited him. We're not judging you by November and December. How good can you be after 5 months of this? And that's what we're looking for.
What does the best version of him look like when he gets to that?
To me, I think it's unique because 6'10", 6'11", can shoot jump shots, unbelievable feel for the game, can really pass the ball. We've seen the shot blocking. We've seen the offensive rebounding. We got to get him to sprint the floor more. In the end, I think he's one of those guys that, and I hate to say it because this guy was an unbelievable player, he reminds me a lot of Sam Perkins. I mean, could shoot it, could rebound it, could pass it, fluid, real smooth with it. That's how I see it. But we have to get him to that point of playing hard every possession, getting stronger, getting his legs stronger, getting his hips stronger. And once that happens, sky's the limit.
Does he have any idea who Sam Perkins is?
No, not at all. Not at all.
How about Emmanuel? How's he proceeding?
I think Emmanuel Quickley has progressed a lot. would like for him to relax and just play and play with confidence. And as I say that, I want to see him play with confidence when it's not structured. You have to pass the ball to the right. You have to cut this way. Play him with confidence when it's random, when it's your field, when it's you just playing basketball. When he gets comfortable doing that, we're going to see a different Emmanuel Quickley.
What difference does that make, Kenny, to play the way you're confidently, not freelancing, but, you know, without it being structured? Why is that?
It's important because, you know, as coaches, as programs, as style of play, you don't want to be predictable. As a coach, you don't want to be predictable. They're going to throw the ball here and he's going to cut here. You want it to be as random and as instinctive as possible, because instinctive is unpredictable. You can't say that he's going to go left or right or going to shoot it or drive it. He can feel the game and he attacks it the way off of what he feels. That's the best way I can describe it.
Andy, we've been talking about UNC Greensboro for like a week now. What are some of the things that they do well?
To be honest with you, I believe just from watching the games I watch, we're playing an NCAA team. We're playing a tournament team that are very capable of beating us. We will have to play with the same intensity that we played this last game with and be energetic and athletic and focused on defense for long stretches, because they don't make many mistakes. And they are really good at shooting the ball. They're really good at passing the ball. And a true test of being an excellent offensive team is a good passing team. They are a good passing team. Their guard play is really good. Again, we're playing the NCAA tournament team.
Kenny, is EJ the biggest individual reason for there to hope that there can be a giant leap for this team from day one to March, just because of the potential that you see?
I wouldn't put it all on him. I still believe Nick Richards is a big piece to this puzzle. Contrary to most people, I believe PJ Washington is a dominant basketball player that is super talented, that can put this team on his back. But for whatever reason, there's inconsistencies there. He has to handle that. He has to control that. He controls his own destiny, not us. We want him to play like he played those 3 games when he was dominant, every game. That's his test.
Would you say that P.J. Washington at this point is ahead of most of the rest of the guys in all facets of the game?
I think he understands it more. I think that he's capable of being our best defender or one of our best defenders. I mean, I really think, you know, the game that he got all the rebounds right after Nick had the 19-rebound game, during that game, he was telling Nick, I'm getting your numbers. I'm beating 20 rebounds or 19, whatever that number was. So probably yes. I think he's the type of player that when he's at his best, our team is like really good. Personally, not coaching staff-wise, personally, I think when we play great or we lose, I hate to say it to you guys in the media, I look at him. When our team energy isn't right, I look at him. When our rebounding ain't great, I look at him. When we're not playing great offensively or defensively, when the game is tight, what has P.J. Washington done? Is he in foul trouble? Is he playing with energy? That's just me.
Back to Nick. Back to Nick a second. Nick has been through that grind, that Christmas grind that you all have, you know, in December. Do you think one more year going through that is something that can make the light go on for him?
You mean one more year after this year?
No, this year. This year.
I think so. Again, it's hard to say that because who knows how he processes the game? Who knows when it clicks? But we know that it's going to click, but when does it click? I'd like to have a crystal ball and say on this day it's going to click. We just don't.
Kenny, what did you say, contrary to what people think, PJ can really, I mean, what are you hearing or
Well, I think he's a solid, good college player. And that's good enough. That's not good enough. Not for this program. Not for who and what his talent is. I would challenge PJ Washington to max out, to give us 110%, not just 100. It's easy for PJ to give 85, 80% and be a good player. He will not reach what he's trying to attain by giving 85%. He has to give 110%. And then if he does, again, I don't like to put it on one player, this team becomes dominant.
Okay, wait.
Couple more guys.
Greensboro's got a 6'10" kid who's, I think he was the SoCon Defensive Player of the Year, blocks a lot of shots, rebounds. What kind of challenge does he present your big guys?
Talked to somebody today that knows the kid well and talked about how he blocks everything. It's going to be a challenge because we predicate our offense on attacking. Well, we're going to have to attack him, try to get him in foul trouble, and go right at him. We're not going to try to avoid him and not take it to him because he's a shot blocker. We have to go at him.
It seems like
Last one.
this group of bigs can shoot better than maybe most of the groups you've had here. Is that by design, and is that something you want moving forward, guys who can shoot that way at that size?
Good question. Look, a basketball player has to be complete, has to be versatile. Shooting is a part of that. More important than the shooting, can you guard multiple positions? Can you rebound the ball above the rim? Can you face up from 15 feet and beat somebody off the dribble? Can you block shots? To me, that's more important than shooting a basketball. For our team, for our goals of what we're trying to accomplish, I know there are teams out there that shoot 1,000,000 threes. That's not how we see us winning a championship. We winning a championship because we're going to defend and we're going to rebound. And our bigs are going to block shots. And their impact on the game, the four of them, is going to be superior to the game, and we're going to win based off what they do.
All right, thanks, folks.
All right.